this one church town, there's a gold.
Well, let's see who joins us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just give it a second here to see if anybody's on here with us. Have a sip of my tea.
Yeah.
Harley's over there on the couch. So,
Says that we have
two waiting.
two waiting here.
Well, we're here. Let us know if you can hear us. Let us know if you can see us. I think our mic is working. Everything seems to be working on our end. So hopefully it's all working right.
Mm-hmm.
So good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Creekside Maples.
Good evening.
We're just sitting here waiting. Hopefully, there we are.
There we are.
Hey, Tom.
There we are.
Good evening, guys. Miss you guys. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling better. I am. It's been a rough week there at the beginning, but we're getting better here now. So a little tired and weary, but it's all good. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
How are you, Rebecca? How are things in Evansville, Indiana?
Yeah. You guys still in the red?
It's been cold here, but nice. Haven't got any more snow.
No.
The weather forecast says it's going to dip down even colder tonight.
Mm-hmm.
High tomorrow night is minus 10 degrees Celsius. So that's no fun.
Yeah. No fun at all.
Can you hear us? Are we sounding okay tonight? And how's the video as well? Hopefully it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait for a few more here to join us.
Your tea tastes okay?
Hey guys, Jeremy, Ashley, how you guys doing?
Hey, guys.
How are things on MBF territory?
Right.
You guys got much snow up there? It's supposed to get cold. I don't know. We got snow here this past week, 10 inches.
Yeah,
When you
wasn't
guys-
even
Yeah,
forecasted, was it?
wasn't forecasted at all.
No.
And then New Brunswick didn't get any.
Yeah.
So that's a
And
shift.
That's a huge shift.
Huge shift for sure.
Alrighty.
Rebecca, doing great. We had a few cases of the UK COVID. Really?
Oh.
So that'd be what, the second string of it or something, or the new strand
that's
of it,
the
I
new
guess.
one. Yeah.
But they say that the vaccine is supposed to work
Mm-hmm.
on that as well. So here's hoping, fingers crossed. We've had a lot up in New Brunswick. There's been a lot, Ontario, Quebec,
Mm-hmm.
but here in Nova Scotia, we're doing really well so far. Nothing,
Yeah.
no problems. We haven't had hardly any new cases at all.
Yep.
So that's always a plus for sure.
Absolutely. MBF says our strength is better than theirs.
I felt your frustration, Jeremy and
Yeah.
Ashley, the other night.
Last night,
Oh
was
it was awful.
it? Yeah. it
But,
was. It was-
The internet, it's out in these rural areas where there's just no real good internet companies that have, fiber optics a lot or anything like that. It is so tough to get good internet.
right.
But anyway, hey, Becky
Hello,
from Chiefs
Becky.
Kingdom. I don't want to hear about it. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, now I'm hoping the Chiefs, Becky, I'm hoping they beat, Brady and Tampa Bay for sure. But I was saddened when Aaron Rodgers and the Packers didn't make it, and I wanted to see the Bills. I like to see a Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers Super Bowl, but it is what it is. So
Right.
here's hoping Mahomes, he stays healthy and no more concussions.
And Becky, tonight, apparently you must have got your notification because you're here.
Yeah.
I remember the last live stream.
Well, she
said she didn't get the
she didn't get
notification.
was going to set a timer, and then we didn't come Monday.
Yeah,
we just
didn't.
weren't feeling very well
No.
Monday at all the last few days, but
Yeah.
tonight we're doing better. So
We missed you guys.
yeah, missed everybody. We
Yeah.
appreciate those that inquired, made sure we were okay. We are. We're
Mhm.
okay. MBF, nope, it's a down year for snow, big time so
Yeah.
far.
And that's okay, right?
It is. We got that 10 inches of snow there, probably 5 days. What was it on the week? It was Sunday.
Yeah. Well, it snowed. It snowed
Saturday
all
night.
weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And But now the weather's been, decent, and no more snow, and it's supposed to warm up. And, after tomorrow, then it gets warm again. So if you don't like the weather here right now, just hang out for an hour and it will change. Tom, nice full moon in Beersville. You guys sound great. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. And where exactly is Beersville, Tom? Where's that close to? Like Sackville area? Where's that at?
I think he said he's outside of Moncton.
Moncton, yeah.
Before.
Hey, Bert Dasher, I got the hat. Not only did I get it, I'm wearing it. Huh? Love the hat.
That is very nice.
Yeah, thank you so much. Love caps, love caps. Covers up my bald spot on my head.
And he has wore that every day.
Well, yeah. What can I say? Yes. I like it for sure. So I appreciate it.
That was
for
so
sure.
Nice of you to do that.
Becky says it's cold here. 20s, probably nothing for you guys. Well, I don't like the cold anymore than anybody else. But you just bundle up, layer up. MBF, our internet is terrible. MBF, do you guys are you just using your phone signal? Or do you actually have internet now into the house, or is it you're using what you get through your phone? How do you hook on there? Jennifer Heaton, hey, from Australia. Hello. Hi, there.
Jennifer.
Glad you're joining us tonight from down under.
That's right.
Now you're in summertime, if I'm correct, in Australia. Is that right? I think you are. So it must be nice there.
It must be really hot.
It must be very warm. Yep,
I
for
bet
sure.
It is.
Jessica Kickbush, hello from Max and I.
Jessica.
Hey, thanks for joining us, guys.
Oh, they're here together.
We're here together. He says to say he misses all of you. We miss you guys terribly.
You guys too.
It's been way too long, for sure.
Been
for
a lot
sure.
of years.
A lot of years. We've had a lot of good times together, for sure.
Yes, we did.
How's the family, Jessica, Max? Hope everyone's doing well.
Wedding.
Getting ready for the big wedding. How's the plans coming?
Next month.
Next month. Okay. Becky C, sorry, wanted Aaron Rodgers too. I did look for you Monday. Glad you're feeling better. Well, thank you. Sometimes you just have to, take a break and rest when you're not feeling well, and that's exactly what I had to do. But anyway, Bert Dasher, I ordered that from the NASCAR Museum in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, you know what? Thank you. I'll make sure I keep it, cherish it, all that stuff.
He will.
Yeah, for sure. Love all things NASCAR. Love the races. I wish we could. We don't get the races up here, but I don't even watch them on our internet. We don't get it. So, but I can watch them on YouTube after the race.
After, which isn't as fun, but
Jennifer, it's summer there.
Yes.
Well, there's summer there and summer here.
But Jennifer, tell us how hot it is. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, what's your temperature there? Because I think you're on the metric system in Australia, aren't you?
I think they are.
You have ExploreNet, MBF, just too far out in the sticks to get a good signal. Our phone is even worse.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked into ExploreNet for us here because we went through a time when, oh my heavens, here, the last 3 months that our internet was down more than it was up. It was just awful. And I'd call and I'd call
and it wasn't always weather related. Sometimes it was, but not always. And it was so frustrating.
It gets on your nerves because you're trying to do this stuff and it takes forever to upload videos, and then your upload fails because your internet signal goes down. And oh my heavens.
Yeah.
So ExploreNet. Okay.
Max wants to come for a week.
Max said he wants to come for a week to live like a pioneer. Well, come on.
You guys come visit.
Tell him.
I wish you could.
Tell him you got to get across the border.
It's essential.
Yeah. Any idea when the borders are going to open, by the way, to cross from Canada to the U.S.?
We'll see. They got a new president.
Yeah, they got a new president.
Just leave that one alone.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Tom's north of Moncton, about 50 kilometers towards Miramichi. Did you get the firewood off the mountain? We got it all down, and lucky we did because, like I said, right after we got it,
we got hit.
We got hit with snow over 10 inches. There is no way I would have gotten back up there. So I'm glad that I'm glad we were able to get that down there to the sugar shack, and we just got to split it, but we've got a gas splitter there. Makes quick work of splitting the pile of wood for sure.
Tony's got his pirate hook.
Yeah, I got my
a few of you have been commenting about that.
Hook. I don't do anything in the woods without my Pope hook. I have I've had one for years and years.
Speaking of the wood, I ran the chainsaw there a little bit. That'll be coming up maybe in a video. We'll see.
Yeah. Becky C said, by the way, I unsubscribed, resubscribed, set notifications, and it did work. Awesome.
Oh,
That's
good.
good. Yeah, that's good. Well, we get a lot of messages from folks that get bumped for some reason. We don't understand it. It's YouTube. They do what they do. And then you have to re-up or, resub and all that stuff. And but the good news is we're only 388 watch hours away from our 4,000.
Yeah.
So
it's coming down slowly.
We're almost there. Haven't got much this week because I haven't put any videos up.
Right.
But hey, everybody, just to help us out, get that last 388 hours so we can get that behind us. We appreciate all the folks that watch the videos.
You guys
really
been
do.
So awesome.
Bert, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going into the NASCAR Hall of Fame next month. He is. Well, awesome. Awesome. I'll tell you what, I never forgot the day his dad get killed. I could not believe it. I saw the race. I was watching it and couldn't believe it. What a sad day. Daytona, yeah. But anyway, that's good for Dale Jr. He doesn't race now, I think, because of concussions, isn't it? Maybe you can tell me there, Bert. MBF, that's cool. Okay. He's my fave too, MBF. Roy, good to see you. Good evening to you both. Great to see you are feeling a little better now. It was that trip to the woodpile that did it. It could have been, for sure. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes to be quite honest, my stomach and everything gets really upset when I drink too much dairy products. And I was hitting the cold milk pretty heavy, probably because of her baking that I had to drink milk with fresh cookies. But anyway, we're doing better now.
It was pudding cake.
It was that. Plus I had a super thick PB&J.
Was it really that thick?
With chocolate milk, and that didn't help it either. So I just have to, some days I got to smarten up sometimes and not do that to my innards.
That's right.
Bert, yours is coming, MBF, he said. So there you go. I'm sure you saw that. It's unfortunate how things went for him at the end. For sure. Yeah. Randy Fredrickson, do you have a plow for your truck or a quad? I wish I did, but I do not.
That would sure be nice.
It would be. We talked about getting one for the quad, but
because you wouldn't really want to put it on your truck.
No, probably not. But
we just have the one truck.
I thought about it, but everyone says it beats the front end of your truck, so I probably wouldn't do that. But I looked at one last year for the quad, but I'll probably just my brother's got a snowblower down there, so I'll probably just get that from him or something. So yeah, MBF, right on, Creekside. Thank you. Yeah, right on for sure.
Chelsea's here.
Bert Dasher, MBF, those pesky stepmamas. Hey, I've got a stepmom. Not a stepmom, but a mother-in-law is what I'm trying to say. I got a good mother-in-law.
I didn't know about this.
I was going to say stepmamas. No, mother-in-law.
You got a good mother-in-law.
I do. Got a good one for sure.
Probably watching too.
Yeah. Put my foot in my mouth. Open mouth, insert foot.
Well, Chelsea and Zach's here. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
We switched up the night, so we'll see how this works for
Chelsea
people.
Stoddard, your number one fan, and I are watching. Glad to see you back on your live. Well, it's good to be alive.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Yep. What are you guys doing up there in Burt's Corner, New Brunswick tonight, Chelsea? Jennifer, a couple of days ago, it was 44 degrees.
Oh, wow. That's fair. That's Fahrenheit?
111 Fahrenheit, but cold today, only 23 degrees.
Oh.
73 had rain today.
Wow.
73
that's quite a
Fahrenheit.
switch, Jennifer.
Yeah. Wow, that is. That's
a big switch.
Big roller coaster. That is.
Yeah.
Becky C, I watched 5 this week. We'll repeat on Saturday. I like catching up from the start of the channel. Well, I appreciate that,
you,
Becky. We do. It really helps us. So we're getting there. We're getting there for sure.
Yeah.
It just takes time. And it seems like the last 388 hours takes more time than the first,
well, you're
30, what? 3,700, 3,600.
Virtues, right?
No, patience probably isn't.
No. Yeah. It's like, what's the saying? A watched pot never boils.
Now, watched pot never boils.
That's an old saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Burt Dasher, Clint Boyer, only NASCAR driver to ever win Daytona upside down and backwards. That's the truth. I think I saw that race too. I'm
You
pretty
watched
sure
a
he
lot
did.
of races.
I used to watch the whole season
yeah.
all the time.
When we lived in the States.
Yeah. With some of those crashes. Oh my heavens. I don't know how those drivers walk away from some of the crashes that they survive. Going at that speed and then airborne and then upside down and end over end and into other vehicles. The safety gear they must wear is, boy, I tell you, for sure.
Right. We got some new ones on.
Hey, Casey. Home with Casey. How are you doing, Casey?
Yeah.
Glad you're joining us tonight. Is this your first time live with us?
I think it's the first time live. Yeah. Well, thank you, Casey.
All the way from South Haven.
South Haven, Michigan.
Yeah.
A beautiful little town right on the water.
Yeah, it is a beautiful place. It really is.
It's a beautiful place.
So how's David, that hubby of yours? How's everybody doing?
Casey?
Chelsea made some homemade goodies now and watching hockey. I'm sure a lot of people are watching hockey.
You know who's playing?
No, I don't.
No?
Everybody.
Everybody? Well, I guess what?
A lot of teams.
There's a game every night from now till May, right?
Yeah. Chelsea said, now I'm watching. She made a typo. So she says, Chelsea corrected. She said, now watching.
Words
are hard. Keep at it, honey. Keep at it. You're only what, 20 few years old.
But she's doing good.
She's doing good. You're learning the hard words now, Chelsea. Keep it up. Well-built shell in those cars. I bet, MBF, that's true. Yeah. I know a friend of ours he lives in North Carolina? They moved to North Carolina a few years back. Charlotte. Yeah.
Moved to Charlotte.
And he's a racing fan, and he's worked on some of the teams, and he got us into different races and stuff. So to take a look at those cars, unbelievable how
who's he working for? Is he, because he gave you the house?
Yeah, he's working
Roush engines.
Yeah, he's working on Roush engines right now.
So I'm sure probably Burt Dasher's familiar with
he's doing motors right now.
Company.
Yeah. Home with Casey. Thanks, guys. Yes, we're all here. Well, good. Now, I don't know how many children they have.
They have 2.
2?
I watch her channel.
Okay.
So that's how I knew that, Casey.
Yes.
They have a son and a daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse and Lisa. Hello, y'all. Jesse here.
Hello.
So hello to you, Jesse. Sorry, I'm lady says. Big hello from the great state of Texas. Dallas Cowboys country.
Yes.
We
like Texas.
Love Dallas.
We've got good friends in Texas.
Yeah, good friends. Love the city of Dallas. I was so impressed with Dallas. It was one of the cleanest cities when we were there that we hopefully it's still the same, but it was so impressive.
We bought our 47-foot fifth wheel in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Jesse. I don't know if you're familiar with Fort Worth. Yeah.
Jesse, glad you're better. Thank you, man. Feeling much better. A little tired, but feeling much better. And the old stomach settled down good.
I'm looking after him, you guys. I am. I'm trying to spoil him. I just made him ginger cookies.
Yeah. Hey, MBF, how's the drywall coming? Are you getting it?
I saw some pictures. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to certainly makes a different take on the whole room, the persona of the room.
Oh, it just brightens it up.
It really does.
Exactly. Yeah.
Roy, make sure you do videos of cutting and splitting the wood outdoors with the Morgans. Has 200,000 subs just showing that. Wow. Well, we've got some videos coming up on getting the wood and all that down there. And, we'll be definitely making some videos of, splitting it and stuff. A lot of stuff coming up, and a lot of the sugar maple stuff. If this weather stays the way is right now with the warmer days, sunny days, and then cooler nights, we'll be tapping our trees probably 2-3 weeks earlier than we did last year.
So we got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah. Right
now, just kind of getting the lumber together to build on some more space to the sugar shack, and just a lot of things trying to put together right now. But it's a busy time of year. I don't know on a homestead if there's ever a time.
I was going to say, when is it not?
Yeah.
When is it not
so
busy?
So much stuff going on.
I think as long as you're alive and breathing, there's going to always be a project, right?
Yeah. That's good. Are you going to MBF's is coming together? Looks much different for sure. Are you guys going to do like the drywalling yourself, like the crack fill and all that stuff, or
I'm sure they will.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Trent will come up and do it for, or help him out. I don't know.
bet you they'll do it.
I used to do that stuff, but
I bet you they'll do it.
I can't stand doing drywall anymore. Of course, my shoulder won't. I can't get my arm up far enough to do drywall.
He had physio today, and
it's coming.
You at what, 75 or 80%?
It's coming.
Mobility now.
It's getting stronger, and it's coming. And another couple of months, probably be able to lift my arm up over my head again. Hopefully, who knows? Just in time to get buckets off of trees for maple syrup season.
Well, it'll be better than last season. That's for sure.
Jessie says, "Hey Joni, I'm starting to feel a little puny. You can send ginger cookies to me." Well, you know what?
Oh, if I could, I would.
She just made them last night, and I think I've eaten half of them already.
I just heated him up. I think 2 or 3,
maybe 4, but who's counting?
And of course, when I bake them, I roll them in sugar and bake them that way.
Yeah.
But then once they come out of the oven, I sprinkle sugar across. So they're sweetened pretty well.
MBF, I was going to say, when is the non-busy time of year? I don't know.
That's right. Exactly.
Let me know if we find it. Because it's just everything rolls into the next thing. It is always stuff going on for sure. I'll tell you what, people think homesteading that it's just an easy laid back life.
Oh, no.
And we enjoy it.
You don't just sit around.
But you do not have time to sit around.
No.
There's always stuff that has to be done.
And I've still got the chicken in the basement.
Yeah.
So there you go. Day 12.
How's the chicken doing? Tell them.
The chicken's doing good. I don't know if you follow us on Instagram. I do put.
I'll be right back. I'm going to walk over and get Harley.
Oh, okay. I put a little bit of stuff on there. But I think I'm spoiling her too much. I took her to the coop yesterday for a little visit. It was a little bit milder. I have to say, the other ladies out there were not too cordial to her. It's something to see that pecking order. And apparently, even though she'd only been gone 10 days, 11 days, apparently one of the other hens has already established herself that she's the boss lady out there now. So, but anyway, she's doing good. I'm going to keep taking her out. All righty. So let's get here on comments. I'm not, usually Tony's doing this. Becky, being from Kansas, I drove through Dallas once, headed somewhere, cried like crazy. Those highways scared me to death and never drove through again.
Mr. Hurley. Little Mr. Hurley.
Now, Becky, I know you're in Kansas City, which isn't too far from St. Louis. So did you really find Dallas was that much, traffic wise? Would you say, Tony, that Dallas, I'm just reading Becky's comment. Would you say that Dallas traffic is a whole lot crazier than like around some of the St. Louis?
The craziest traffic I ever was in Washington, D.C. It was nuts.
We've been in some crazy stuff.
Well,
and then a lot of times pulling the trailer.
But I did not find. Now there was a lot of traffic, but I didn't find that it was really. But we were used to it, so stop it.
Oh, those dogs.
We were used to it.
You did tell Harley tonight he could maybe make an appearance. So he's got to hold you to it.
Bert Dashers, what is the name of Joni's Sugar Shack?
I didn't mean to skip that comment. I'm sorry. I thought Tony read it.
I don't know. Give us some names.
What is it?
Give us some names. Send me something there, Bert Dasher. Let me know. Give me some ideas here.
Yeah.
You'd be good. He has separation anxiety, something fierce. We are doing all the drywall, but the crack filling is another story. I hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I don't do the crack filling at all. I'm done with that. I don't like the dust.
Yeah.
I don't like any part of it anymore. I guess we just had enough of it. Mr. Willie 95. Well, hello there, Mr. Willie 95.
Hello. He's got a joke
for us. He's got a joke for us. Husband took his wife and mother-in-law to Israel, and his mother-in-law passed away, and the doctor said they could bury the body, but the guy said no because the last time that person came back. Well, there you go.
There you go.
So he didn't want her to rise. Mr. Willie, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, he's quite the jokester.
What is the name of Joni's Sugar Shack and She Shed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What are we
know.
going to call it?
I don't know.
What do you think we should call it?
Tell
Make some
us,
suggestions there,
you
Bert
guys.
Dasher, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll call it. We'll put a plaque up there.
that's right. Becky says that Dallas was worse.
Dallas was worse. Yeah.
And sometimes too, just being in a different place, right?
Yeah.
Everything's unfamiliar. And
No, I didn't like New York. We went through New York a lot. Didn't like
Mhm.
New York at all.
downtown New York.
Oh, it's crazy.
We stood on the rooftop of the Twin Towers 2 weeks before they
2 weeks
fell.
before they came down. Interesting story.
That's an interesting story.
We were supposed to. Our vacation was set. We were going to go to New York and actually be on the Twin Towers when we scheduled it the same time that attack took place. But because of scheduling difficulties and problems and things that happened, we had to go early. And but we didn't realize it then, but it was the good Lord, just his blessing, keeping his hand on us, because had we have
would have
gone
been there
on our first date, then that would have been just, it would have been horrible.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
that, traffic in New York was always
my
bad to us.
word.
So.
And just the people, the throngs of people, because this was
Mhm.
many years ago, and our two girls were young, so we were like right downtown, doing the whole tourist thing. Yeah, downtown. And I remember I was exhausted just from hanging on to them, like keeping them close to us. And yeah.
Oh well, that was when the kids were small.
Yep.
Now they're in their 20s.
Now they're here typing.
Yeah.
Chelsea said she misses St. Louis because she lived there. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she lived there for 4 years.
Yeah. Chelsea, tell us two of your favorite places you miss, as far as like probably going to be eating places.
Call that Joni's Sugar Shack and She Shed. Well, that's what she shed.
Oh, Tony.
Anyway.
Yeah. You're so funny.
Mr. Willie. Yep. Trev. Hey, guys. I am still wondering about making bone broth with smashed up bones in a cheesecloth bag. Worth the time and effort? Would it perhaps add anything to the flavor? I don't know. What do you think?
I can't see it changing the flavor, because that's why I simmer mine for the 48 hours. That's just me personally. I know other people cook it less, but that's what I've always done. That really enhances the flavor. Plus, that gives you the full benefit of all that collagen and glucosamine and all that stuff. That's the good stuff that's being extracted from those bones. But as far as the cheesecloth,
I don't think everything comes out of that stuff is good.
What do you mean?
I know for the amount of bone broth that we give our dogs and animals and everything, the air in this house certainly gets stale, if you know what I mean.
I don't know how much you're giving them. I only put.
Maybe it's not all the dogs.
Right. It's awful. That falls under TMI.
TMI?
Yeah.
Tony M.I. There you go. But I don't know, Trev, if it changes the flavor. She's the expert on that stuff.
Well,
so.
I don't consider myself an expert at all, but
Mr. Willie, Joni's Sugar Shack should be called Heavenly Sweets. It's going to go to her head now.
Oh,
no, that's a good idea. Becky C, that's God's plan. It sure was. It sure was.
That's right.
Of course, it was devastating any way you look at it, but we're just thankful that the Lord had his hand on us. So, Roy, I agree with you, Tony. I am terrible at mudding because I hate it, or I hate it because I'm terrible at it.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to say
about the crack fill.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I done it so much. I can't take it anymore. It is. I just don't like doing it anymore.
So messy.
Chelsea, Old Town St. Charles was a wonderful little town.
Oh yes, it is.
Yep, it sure is. Lots to see. Highly recommend.
And then she's Mission Taco.
And then Mission Taco, best tacos I've ever had. Okay. Check it out if you're in the loo.
What was that?
In the loo, that means you're in the bathroom.
In the loo.
That's where you're going to end up if you eat tacos.
Now, I expected her to mention that donut place. You like the donuts from there too. Tony's Donuts.
Oh yeah, Tony's Donuts.
And it was owned by really just a small family owned. I think it was an Italian lady, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good shop.
Yeah.
Trev says, just thinking that smashing the bones would release the marrow into solution. I know this from her simmering it for 48 hours. Like that's 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Those bones, they go right almost to mush.
They do.
There's
not a
break
whole
right.
lot.
No, they break right down
Right.
themselves. So all that marrow is coming
Mhm.
out, and being released into the solution that way.
Mhm.
So.
Of course, and I'll just say quickly, and then we can move on. I usually do the chicken bone broth because we
Mhm.
raised our own meat kings, and so we have a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
So obviously chicken bones aren't that large, so they do really
yeah.
cook up. Now, if you was to do beef, I'm sure those bones aren't gonna really.
I don't know. They'll still get tender. So.
You are so warm.
Yep, I'm hot stuff.
You are hot stuff. There's some more TMI. My word. Our daughter's on here.
Oh my. Chelsea says we should call it the Joan home. There you go, Mom.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Chelsea, you're pretty good with words.
Mr. Willie 95. The real reason why Phil Collins didn't go live on Monday because the Prime Minister of Canada wanted him to do a concert for his family. There you go. What can I say? I'm in high demand.
What?
I'm in high demand.
Look, your mother-in-law's on here. Tony, you better be
Bert,
good now.
Bert Dasher says Joni's Sugar Shack and Gingerbread Cookie Factory. Well, there you go.
The gingerbread house.
The gingerbread house.
There you go. I do like that.
Yeah, the Sugar Shack.
I do like
there you go.
That. That's cute.
Judy Bustard,
Aww.
first time on our live stream.
This is my mom.
Yes, it's my mother-in-law.
Yes.
Hi there, precious.
No sarcasm.
No sarcasm. This is your mother-in-law checking in, and don't worry, when I pass away, I won't come back again. No worries. Well, we weren't talking about you, but you know what? It's all good.
No, we weren't talking about you, Mom. Someone just said a joke.
No, they just.
So we don't want you thinking that.
No, they're just telling a joke there, Jude. But welcome to the live stream.
Yes.
The Hill is good in St. Louis.
The Hill. What's the Hill? What
Yeah,
is that? Rebecca, Chelsea, one of you tell us. Or Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a restaurant?
Yeah, probably is.
I don't know. It must be.
And Chelsea, Tony's Donuts is also good. And Old Town Donuts, they're 24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
MBF saying hello to Judy.
Yes, there you go. Jeremy's saying hi to his aunt-in-law.
Aunt-in-law, is that what it'd be?
Yeah.
All right.
Aunt-in-law.
Trev has a good for the Sugar Shack, Jonitopia.
That's kind of cute, you know. Kind of cute.
What I can't figure out here is this.
Where's your name?
Yeah, like it's
I
all
know he's
like
thinking that.
Come on.
Honestly, Tony does all the work, guys. So we got to get his name in there somewhere.
So the Hill, it's a area, Italian markets and restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure Chelsea's been there, and we may have been there too.
Chelsea, you been to the Hill?
Been to the Hill. She's working in politics now.
She would be good in politics. That girl could run an office, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Or the country.
Well, she could.
Jonathan from the UK.
Hello.
How are you, Jonathan?
You're staying up late again.
Yeah.
Of course, but we got on 30 minutes earlier tonight.
Yeah, we did 8:30.
Yeah.
So glad you're with us, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Trev says you get the garage contents. Yeah.
He does. Enough said.
Yeah. Well.
And the
the
whole basement.
Yeah. What can I say? Chelsea says, I don't think I've been to the Hill.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Chelsea.
that's probably about the only place in St. Louis you didn't visit.
I can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah. Becky says, I only drive through St. Louis. Sorry, it's only KC for food.
I'll tell you what KC has the best, and that's barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, they do.
No better barbecue.
And even like the chain restaurants, like
Oh, man.
what is it? Is it Dave's?
I don't know all
Dave's
of them. We've been to so
famous,
many, but
Is that what it is?
I love ribs.
We've been gone for so long.
Absolutely love smoked
Yeah.
ribs and smoked food.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well,
I would say anything smoked, but nowadays with
Be
everything being
careful.
legal, I gotta be careful.
Well, you actually have two smokers.
Yeah, my mother-in-law and
Stop.
my wife. No.
I knew he was going to say
I'm
that.
just kidding.
But no, you do. You've got the great big one that he actually brought with us
Yeah.
all the way from the States.
Oklahoma Joe Smoker.
Oklahoma Joe.
Yeah.
And that's the like the wood one.
Yeah.
Then you've got
Offset wood smoker.
an electric one.
No, I
Which
don't.
one do you prefer?
I like the offset one. I like that. That puts
Yeah.
a nice smoke on.
So Becky, do you folks do a lot of your own smoked meats?
Chelsea says, I'm flattered. I'd be a fair and comedic leader.
She
You
would.
sure would.
I'll tell you, if the next time she's ever here, when borders are opened up,
Now, yeah.
and we need to do a live stream, and
Yeah.
you want to talk about funny is
For
her
sure.
and her dad just going back and forth.
And Bert, Joe Toes for Joni and Tony. Ladies
There
first.
you
Now
go.
that's a good
Now,
one.
that is very good.
Oh, we're coming up with some good stuff here now.
Joe Toes. I like that.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
I'll have to write that down.
Joe Toes.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
Yeah. Winner chicken dinner. Roy says 25 watching. Let's help Tony Joni get out and hit the thumbs up. Please.
Thank you.
Roy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And again, for those just joining us, we're 388 watch hours away from our 4,000.
Yep.
So we're just hoping
doing
for a big
good.
push here this week, the rest of this week into next week. I'd love to see all of those hours done by the end of next week.
Yeah.
And I think we can do it. I know we can.
Yeah,
if
we
just get some videos up there and going and all that. So
We've come a long way.
yeah. Chelsea says the Oni homie, Tony and Joni. Get it? Not quite, Chelsea. Good try though.
I don't think that doesn't top the other one.
Joe
though,
Toes and
Chelsea, I have to say.
there's a couple. There's 2 or 3 good ones on here. Yeah.
That the gingerbread one was good.
Jonathan, just been listening to your countryman Rush, 2112. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in? Yeah, I gotta lean forward so I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to as in Rush the group. Is that what you're referencing there, Jonathan? Maybe I missed that, but anyway, Rebecca, we could use a new leader down here on the hill, if you know what I mean.
We do know what you
I
mean,
do.
Rebecca.
Yeah, we lived there.
We did.
For a lot of years, so we
Yeah.
understand. We really do.
And Tony is a news guy.
I got so disgusted. With liberal. I got to be careful because I don't want to jeopardize the channel. But
we don't want to get into that stuff.
I have to shut stuff off because I get so.
Yeah. He hasn't been able to watch much news.
We'll leave that there
lately. We better get talking about more fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Willie,
North
Carolina is good barbecue too.
Yes, that's right.
They do, and I've had some of it. Yeah.
I mean, all of the South does.
Yeah.
Really.
But I do. I love barbecue food. Man, I hurt myself eating that stuff. I eat so much.
Famous Dave's.
Famous Dave's.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Famous Dave's. Yep.
And home with Casey.
Good one, Chelsea.
Oh, good one, Chelsea. Don't tell her that, Casey. She'll just keep going.
Chelsea, Nana's down to a pack a day. We can make progress. Oh, Chelsea, you're awful. You're awful. You be nice to Nana.
Hey, name for the shack, TJ Maxx Box. There you go.
That is good.
That's very good.
That's very good, TJ Maxx.
Yeah. But be careful though. We don't want to copyright get
I
an
miss
infringement.
that store.
Yeah, TJ Maxx was a great store.
Maxx, yeah.
Mr. Willie, Joni is the beauty of the channel, and Tony is the beast of the
Oh,
channel.
Mr. Willie, you better be nice.
Beauty and the Beast. All right, I'll agree. You're right.
Aw.
I accept that. It's okay. I'm
all in good fun.
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. It's okay. No, we're good.
Fun.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Becky C. Barbecue. You barbecue a lot, but I've never been good at smoking meat.
She buys the
You
KC.
buy a Casey Master. You buy a Casey Masterpiece. Yeah.
Actually, in the States, KC. And I mean, Becky.
KC and the Sunshine Band.
Right.
How many remember that group now?
But Becky, when you said KC, I wonder. I immediately thought of. I thought of KFC, and I don't think she meant that. She
No.
didn't. She didn't. No.
No.
Okay. We'll just leave that alone then. I was on a different wavelength.
Yep, Jonathan. It is Rush. Yep. Rest in peace, Neil Peart. I listen to Rush a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Only when I'm in a hurry. No.
Isn't he quick? I made a little joke there, guys.
Oh boy. Bert, I smoke hams. I use apple wood. Yeah, and we use apple wood, cherry wood, and I'll tell you something we use up here in Canada. At least I do. Is alder. Alder burns really hot. Now you have to dry it and like peel it and all that stuff, but it really puts a great flavor on the meat. So if you ever get a chance to use alder wood, just make sure you take the bark off it, but try it. You'll like it. You really will. And yeah, I love smoked hams, ribs, you name it. I like anything smoked.
Tony, speaking of smoke, you got it smoking hot in here.
Thank you.
Like, I am serious.
I do my best.
He's got that pellet stove cranking over there. And matter of fact, we got fire in the basement, and it's not that cold.
Jesse says, I'm loving Rebecca for her hill comment.
Yes,
we agree
I've seen
with her.
that.
I knew you would, Jesse. I'm sure we all do. But
so Jesse, you liked Tony's pulp hook, huh? I laughed so hard at your comment on that video.
Yeah,
about the pirate.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just so used to seeing him go like that, right? You know, I'm just so used to it. I've seen him. He just attacks everything full bore, and you know.
Well, I'm not going to sit around and wait. That's for sure.
No.
So, Becky C, don't be careful. I can't watch news now and won't touch it here to respect the channel. Well, it is, and right now they are monitoring every conversation on YouTube. Google is watching every word.
They're shutting things
on
down.
Instagram. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's just an all-out assault right now on freedom, you know, of speech, to talk, or to share your opinions. It's horrible. It really is. But anyway, I digress. I'll leave that alone.
Okay, where are we at?
Jonathan, it's JT.
That's very good.
Now I like that. JT Sugar Emporium.
Yeah,
that's really good as well.
That's puts it in a
Oh boy, I don't know. We're gonna have to sit down and go through these and figure out what we're gonna.
But you know what? Yeah, we need to be writing these down.
Yeah. KC, dear, is Kansas City.
Yeah. I was thinking KFC, Becky.
Yeah.
A blonde moment there.
Yeah. Let me see, Jonathan. JT's Maple Syrup Emporium.
Yeah. Chelsea's still here, guys. Don't be weird. All right, Chelsea.
Chelsea, what are we doing weird? It's all good. Hot stuff. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, we know that, you know, but we appreciate you letting us know. Rebecca. Yeah. Bert Dasher, you need 4 name plaques for that shack, 1 for each season. There we go.
That's right.
That's the truth. Yeah.
That's very, very
We'll just keep switching them out as each season, you know, we come into it, and we'll hang a shingle up, whatever fits that season. And then when the season's over, we'll have to remove it.
Yeah. Put
the next one up for sure. Yeah. Becky C, big brother. Everyone pray. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Jesse says, yes, he swung that hook around like a person on the chain gang building a railroad.
And Jesse, I mean, he's, you know, this shoulder is still all healing up inside there.
Oh, it's coming good now.
Tell you what, you imagine him 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I could tell quite the stories.
Yeah, dear, we can't go into stuff like that on here.
Well, I'll just tell one. Quickly. When we were in the first couple of years of marriage.
Wedded bliss.
We're still in wedded bliss. We are. Anyway, we were renting an apartment on the second or third floor. Anyway, we had got a wash machine, and Tony just decided he could get it up the stairs himself all the way. He just strapped that to his back
and carried it up.
And he carried it up 3 flights of stairs.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Of course, that's probably what's wrong with my shoulders now. But anyway,
we've often talked about that. But
Jesse, speaking of that pulp hook again, I've been using the pulp hook. Oh, probably as long as I've used the chainsaw. I you know. Probably from the time I was 10 years, 12 years old. So yeah, I've always had one.
Well, it's funny. We'll watch videos and he'll see people working with wood and they don't ever use one. And we were just watching a video right before we went live.
Yeah.
And Tony says, "My Lord," he said, "they just need a pulp hook. Just
Yeah.
grab onto that thing."
It makes all the difference when you don't have to grab down there with two hands and you just swing the hook and grab that piece of wood. Makes it all different.
Yeah.
Easier on your back.
Yeah.
Mr. Willie said, I heard someone in the Canada government wants to go to war with the Americans. Yeah. like that'll work.
Right.
Yeah. I just think everyone's really upset over that pipeline deal. But what are you going to do, eh? Jesse, you need to hold a name contest with the winner winning ginger cookies and maple cream.
Oh,
Well, you know what? We could do that.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to grab the other end of the logs. Yeah. I know, Bert. Where were you, buddy? It could have used you. Yeah, there were some heavy logs, that's for sure. They, and they're frozen down so hard, and beating them with the, the sledgehammer and, all that stuff. But, we got it done. That's for sure. Rebecca, close your ears, Chelsea. That's it. You tell her, Rebecca. Oh, she knows. Our girl's been around us long enough to know now. Anyway, we'll embarrass them sometimes.
We like to flirt.
Yeah, we like to flirt. Gotta flirt. Gotta keep her all alive. Keep her all happening. Joni just had to run over there and give us one of the dogs some water or something there. Jesse, we can definitely tell Tony's right-handed. I am, for sure. But the crazy thing, Jesse, is my left hand has always been my strongest arm up until my accident. And now my right arm is much stronger than it's ever been. But it's because you learn, you do everything with it. So literally. But it's all good. It's healing up. And, physio told me today, that it's coming good. So, I can, that's pretty good. So it's coming slowly. Couldn't do that a month and a half ago. Becky, do you plan to side the barn this winter or waiting for spring for that? Door video was good fun. Oh, thanks. We enjoyed making the door video. It's always good fun. And we like to laugh, obviously. But I'm not sure about the siding for the barn right now. Becky, to be honest, we've got so many other projects that are pushing us for maple syrup, and that takes priority. But as soon as the maple syrup's done, then yeah, we'll hop back over to that and probably get some steel on the roof and then on the sides after that. So Chelsea saying to Rebecca, this is my life now. Rebecca, home with Casey's laughing. Hidden Spring Farm. Hey guys, how you doing? Glad you're here now.
Yes.
Hey Chad, hope all is well. Everything going good on at Hidden Springs. How's things there?
I think they're quite busy up there.
I think so
one of their
too.
videos.
Yeah. Jesse says, I also kept yelling at you to bump the logs with your truck bumper to break the ice from the logs. Well, I never thought of that, but I don't know.
I
suppose I could have, but I didn't want to hurt the truck.
and just the way the air was so thick and heavy, didn't that? I remember that echoed in the video.
Yeah,
he was banging on those logs.
Yeah, that old sledge, she done the job. So we got it there.
What's that weigh?
400 pounds.
Right.
No.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't weigh. I don't think it weighs that much. So
no.
I don't look at the weight.
I know you don't, dear.
Anyway. Bert, those are not dogs. They're canine family members.
Yes,
and
they
that
are.
is the truth, Bert. I tell you it is.
They are.
And they have us trained quite well. They like attention, being in on it, and usually they're sitting on our laps over there.
Yeah.
But if I'm editing a video, the youngest dachshund, he really has taken to me, so I have to pull a chair right next to my office chair, and I put him in it, and he wants to sit there as I edit the videos. It's crazy. But anyway, we get attached to them, that's for sure. Mr. Willie, what is one thing in America you wish Canada had?
Oh my!
Oh, there's so many things.
It'd be hard to say just one.
I'll tell you, from my perspective of what we do in the homestead, I wish we had a tractor and supplies store within 10 miles, because we always had one when we lived in the U.S. right around the corner.
Yeah. I was
Um,
thinking much bigger than a store.
Easy now. It's Tractor and Supply,
Well,
dear.
that's a good store. It is. I like Tractor, but I was thinking the economy.
The economy.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. If I
yeah.
had to pick just one, I can't tell you how many times.
Yeah,
we
on a
had
on a
said,
more serious note, it's the economy. Because living in Canada,
it's so expensive.
coming back here, we were not prepared at all for how much it costs. Like we went from paying $1.85 a gallon for gas to $5.60.
Yeah.
We went from paying $2 or less for a gallon of milk to $6
plus
for a gallon of milk.
And your high tax.
You can't afford to buy meat. You have to grow your own, butcher your own cattle and pigs and stuff, because, to buy I love a good ribeye steak, but to buy a good thick ribeye steak here, one steak, just a small one, is $25.
Yeah.
And so, the economy and the taxes, it's crazy because taxes are like 15% across the board. So, there's a lot of things, but everyone says the healthcare. Everyone talks about the healthcare, but truth be told, we haven't had a family doctor in 2.5 years. There's no doctors. 80% of Nova Scotia, where we live, has no family doctors or physicians. So it's not all, fun and games, that's for sure, socialized medicine. But that's kind of some of the things that we wish was a little different. Becky, Joni, looks like the dogs have you trained well. They do, for sure. Just lost both of mine this last year. Love hearing and seeing yours. So sorry about that, Becky. What'd you have for puppies? Ours are dachshunds, and then I have 2 purebred blue tick coon dogs outside. They have a huge kennel out there. And yes, it's warm for them. It's all double insulated. There's even siding on their house out there. What did you have, Becky, for puppy dogs? Jesse, the drive was definitely beautiful with all that snow, but it did remind me of a scene from The Shining. It's Jack. I'm back. And if you don't know that movie, you'll have to go watch it to know that scene. But it is a beautiful drive up through the snow. Bert, we Americans wish we had Canadian sweet maple syrup. There are not enough producers here. I found one in Virginia. Yeah, there's a lot here in Canada for sure. But Bert, don't you worry. We got you covered, man. We got you covered. We'll be shipping some. Becky, wow, I had no idea your cost of living. I feel blessed living here every day. Yeah, it's expensive here. There's just not much money to go around. I'll be honest with you. It's tough. That's why we homestead. Honestly, Becky, that's why we grow all of our food. You can't afford to go to the grocery store anymore. And this year, news story come out, and in 2021, they're looking at the average home increasing, like the grocery costs and everything's going through the roof, and it'll cost the average home another $1,000, $700 to $1,000 or more per year now to buy groceries. And so you have to be prepared for this. And that's why we grow everything. That's why I hunt. That's why we raise beef and all of those things for those reasons and those reasons alone.
I gotta wait on the dogs.
Yeah, Mr. Willie, we will trade Trump to Canada for maple syrup and y'all's bacon. We got good bacon, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Chelsea, when I go to the grocery store here, I just open my wallet, I look at my money and say, see you never. Then I cry a little. Why is food so expensive?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just is.
And especially the healthier food.
Yeah.
Well,
they want people to be healthy.
Yep.
And they push all this healthy. But then you go try to buy healthy food. You can't afford it. People just can't afford it. So they have to buy what they can afford to buy. And sometimes that ain't very good for you. Hidden Spring Farm, living in most of the U.S. is so much more affordable than here in Canada. There are a bunch of expensive cities, but for the most part, buying land and homes is so affordable. Yeah, for sure it is. I agree 100%. But you just have to count your pennies. That's all you can do. I know that's what we do. You find ways, you know, to get things done. You just find ways to make it happen, and so it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Bert Dasher, Mr. Willie, you're going to keep Don Jr. and Ivanka and Baron. Hey, here's a question, Bert Dasher. Do you think Don Jr., perhaps one of them, and in 4 years? What do you think? Hidden Spring Farm, Canada's great, but super expensive when we pay too much tax. Properties around our farm here in Ontario over $1 million. I agree. It is so expensive. It truly is. Way too. We're so heavily taxed, and Nova Scotia is one of the highest taxed places there are. Hokey, and they want money for everything. If you're just registering a trailer, it costs you $75. It's crazy. Anyway. Becky C. I had a 17-year-old Boston Terrier mix named Wilma. Now that's funny because my mother's name is Wilma. And a 13-year-old Yorkie mix named Betty. Well, we're so sorry you lost them.
Wilma and Betty.
Wilma and Betty from the Flintstones.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Did you get some more dogs? Are you going to get another dog, you think? Or what are you doing with that? Jesse. Not to brag, but I paid $1.79 for gas at Costco the other day. No state tax in Texas. You are so lucky, my friend.
Yep.
You are so lucky. You really, truly are.
Texas is what? They've got the oil fields.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy here when COVID first hit the Maritimes. We saw the fuel prices go from, I think it was like $1.29 a liter all the way down to like 60 cents a liter. So everybody was buying gas jugs and they were filling them up and stockpiling gas because it was so cheap. I mean, I did that myself. But it's expensive. But anyway, Let me see. Chelsea, it's true. I'm like chubby and rich or skinny and poor. It's a toss-up. I thought you were saying you're chubby, Chelsea. I didn't know what you're saying there for a minute. But she's saying it's chubby and rich or skinny and poor.
Right.
Ed Barber, hello from Arkansas and USA. Hey, Ed, how are you doing?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us for sure.
Yeah.
Glad you're along. How's things in Arkansas?
Right.
Hidden Springs, just okay.
And what part of Arkansas are you in?
Yeah.
Maybe we asked them that before.
I forget, did we? The Ozarks? We used to ride our bike down through all those dogs.
They're going to be awful.
They are. We give that one a calming tablet, but she just gets right beside herself. So, yeah, it's a circus here. Anyway, those foolish dogs. We need to put them in the kennel. Anyway, yeah, Arkansas. We used to Eureka Springs. That's where we used to ride our motorcycle through. In Arkansas, Hidden Spring Farm. Okay. Too much government here. That's the truth. You can't move without government being involved. And they're not about to let you make any money either, because if they find out you did, they'll want it. Mr. Willie 95. Heck, we will trade the whole Trump family for Canada money and bologna. You know what? Fried bologna and eggs is a great way to start your day. Oh, my. Rebecca, need to start stockpiling your pantry. That's the truth. That's what we do here. We put up enough vegetables, Rebecca, from our last year's garden to get us an entire year. And we have enough meat. The only thing that we have to go and still buy is if we want any dairy products, because we do not have a milk cow, a milking cow. But we're going to look into changing that here in the spring, hopefully, so that we can then make our butter here now sometimes, and we make our own peanut butter, things like that. But we want to be totally self-sufficient, so we don't have to spend all that money. Not that we have much to spend, but anyway. Ed Barber, our gas has already went up 50 to 75 cents a gallon after the election. Yes, sir. Wow, that's a huge jump. What is it a gallon now, Ed? Mr. Willie, he's laughing. We live in Northeast. Ed Barber, we live in Northeast. Nice, mostly farm ground, raise a few cows. Well, that's good. That's good. Roy Clemo, we can't afford bologna up here. cheaper per kilogram than steak is. Fried bologna is good. I will agree, it is good. Nice thick slice, well browned with eggs and onions. Oh, that's good food right there. We call that Newfoundland steak up here. Bert Dasher. I said I think all three of them will run, but whether or not they win depends on who hacks the voting machines last. I'll tell you what, there's so much that needs. Bert, I want to get into this with you, but I'm so scared that YouTube will sanction my remarks on this channel. So we need to we need to talk about things. That's for sure. Jesse, I understand how you can love to live in Canada. Is super gorgeous, and if you have the ability to homestead, then you should. You need to check out Gridlessness. I think they're in the BC area. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people up here in Canada that are doing this, and honestly, you know, it is a choice, obviously, but sometimes, I know for us, especially with injury and not being able to work, and I mean, it is tough, and so we have to make things work here on this homestead. We have to. You know, there's just no other way. Oh, you missed all kinds of good stuff. Rebecca, health insurance is horrible in the U.S. We recently went independent, so I have to pay my own health care. Obamacare costs $1,500 a month. Oh my word. Oh my heavens. That is so crazy.
But Rebecca, I do have to say, because we know this from experience, yes, you do have to pay the insurance, but
but that's a lot of money.
The healthcare there is top notch. You know, any of our experiences of all the years we spend in the States.
Well, I know for me here with my injury, it took me 2.5 years, 2.5 years to get an MRI.
Just the MRI.
And had they have moved on this injury 2.5 years ago, I would not be in the boat that I am right now. Yep. It would be healed up, and I would be able to do so much more.
Exactly.
But anyway,
yeah.
In the South, we call a milk cow a steak, Mr. Willie.
Oh my,
Ed,
Mr. Willie, you're full of jokes.
He is. I like him. He's funny. Ed Barber, 220-gallon gas. Okay, well that's not too bad. I mean, up here, ours is today $1.11 a liter, and there is about 4.5 liters in a gallon. So that's how expensive it is up here. Edwin Rodriguez, why not move back? You know what? We have thought of it 100 times. You know, but you know, there's just the future right now. Everywhere is so just unsettling. It really is. So we're just making a go of it here, and this is where we're at. And so I guess this is what we've got to do. You know, but we do love the U.S. All the folks there, but our family's here. Our daughters are here, and you know, my wife's mom is here, and you know, we feel that we want to be close to them, so that's important to us. Yeah. Becky C, no more dogs for now. I have a twin that lives 4 blocks away with 3 dogs I visit.
Oh, that's
that's
nice.
Good. And I bet you they just love on you and you love on them.
That is so nice, Becky.
I also had Fred, a pug mix for 15 years that came first. He passed away just before I got Wilma in the Wilma the Boston. Well, and it's so tough. It really is. She's being horrible tonight.
I don't know what her deal is.
Yeah, this is Bella. And Bella is horrible. Before. When Bella hears us talking, she goes just like this. She hates not being the center of attention. And when she's not, this is what she does. She gets ridiculous. She really does. Hidden Spring Farm. Make a video on making peanut butter. I want to learn PB is my fave. Well, I can do that. Honestly, it takes...
There's nothing to it.
There's nothing to it at all. A little, you get peanuts shelled with no skin on them, and you get a little bit of oil, olive oil. I like using olive oil a little bit. You don't have to add any oil, but I just do to make them mix a little better. And then you get the mixing, and then before long, it turns into peanut butter. And
you're gonna want like a ninja or something like that.
Yeah, you gotta have something, and you gotta be patient because it takes a little time to get it broken down and creamy.
Now that we have our food mill, we could do it in that.
I don't know. No, I don't think we wouldn't be big enough to do it in that. So, but we'll make another video real quick of it'll be a short one, that's for sure. But we'll couple it up with a couple different things and do some stuff like that. Maybe we'll do regular butter, peanut butter, and who knows what else, ginger snap cookies or something.
Maple butter.
Yeah, Bert Dasher. We don't have to speak about it online. Thank you for understanding, Bert. I just know that all these channels are monitored so heavily right now. It's ridiculous. It really is. Well, no, she needs to just go outside or something.
No, she's been outside.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what her problem is.
no, she wants something up in the kitchen. We call bologna round steak Bruce. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? So glad you joined us. Bologna is round steak. Ed Barber, you're going to make a how-to video on peanut butter. I will. It's very simple, and I will. We'll make one and show you how we do our peanut butter. And it's really good, too. And you can make it salted or unsalted. I always add a little bit of just that pink Himalayan sea salt to it. It makes it really tasty. Bert, where did Chelsea go? I don't see her anymore. Chelsea, you still with us?
Here you go, Chelsea.
I think her and her boyfriend are watching the hockey game. I'm not sure where they went.
I doubt Chelsea's watching it too closely.
Rebecca Stanley, it's good health care, but the insurance covers hardly anything. And I will agree with that too. That's for sure. I know she broke her back in 2003. My wife did in Muskegon, Michigan. We were horseback riding and she fell off a horse. And they looked after her.
Top notch.
It was the best health care I've ever seen. It was incredible. They looked right after her really well. So Hidden Spring Farm. Bella is the jealous type. She really is.
She's getting awful in her senior years.
She's 12 years old
now,
and she won't hardly.
This is out of sorts. Like I don't usually sit here, at the computer too often.
But she can get very ridiculous.
But if our living room is over this way, and
if we went over to the couch,
went over there,
she would crawl under a blanket and go to sleep.
You'd never hear another.
Because we're talking to everybody, she's jealous. So anyway, she wants to be part of it.
Chelsea said she's here.
Mr. Willie, Canada would be a great place to lie, except for the cold weather. Yeah, well, you know what? Here on where we live, it's really. Like today, it was like +2 Celsius.
Not bad.
Yesterday, it was +2 Celsius. Now, tomorrow, the high is -4 Celsius, and it's supposed to go down to -10 tomorrow night Celsius. So it'll be cold.
Yeah.
Hidden Spring maple butter. Yes, we're going to do a video on maple butter. That's one of the best things we make. It is so good, and I'll show you a few little. When we get to that stage of the game, I'll show you a few little tips that I've learned how to churn it without ruining your wife's good mix master in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Roy, when you add a little oil to the peanuts, it doesn't stick to the roof of your mouth as bad. Yep.
But it's good stuff.
That's how we get the dogs to stop barking. We give the dogs just a little bit of peanut butter on a spoon, and it sticks to their mouth, and they quit barking.
Done just now.
Yeah. Chelsea started. She says, "I'm here." Hey, Chelsea. Chelsea said, "I was just listening." Yeah, waiting for your time, were you?
Right.
Rebecca, I was raised on a large farm. We lived totally sustainable, other than a few items.
Oh, that's neat.
That's neat, and that's you know what we're going to have to get back to those things.
We are.
Because there's this huge gap. I think I see it here in Canada that you either got money or you don't.
Yeah, there's no middle.
There's no middle
class
here, and so then you have people like us that we understand we have to grow our own food. You can't when you go to a store and you have a can of vegetables that has less than a cup of vegetables in it that has been there, you don't know how long, you don't know what's in it for additives and sprays and all that,
Yeah.
and they're charging you $1.25, $1.50 for that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You know, a bag of frozen vegetables, you know, $5 for 2 cups of frozen vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way a person can survive.
Yeah.
So it's living off the land.
It's
and learning how.
discouraging going to the grocery store
Yeah.
for a lot of people. Thankfully, not so much for us. We don't ever have to go buy a full grocery order ever.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse, love live TV. Anything can and will happen. We totally understand your pet
Oh,
dilemma.
man.
Well, she's horrible.
Uh,
She gets this way, and you know, again, she has such jealousy issues and separation anxiety, and now she's yawning. And the crazy thing is, we gave her a calming. It's a canine calming tablet.
Yeah, little
because-
blueberry.
Yeah, because
flavored.
we know she gets this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not
Look
going
at
to give
her
her, she knows I'm talking about her, don't you? Yeah. And we have to give you 2 or 3 of them. And that's the only way she'd calm down. Look, listening to me.
You're being awful.
Bird Dasher, Chelsea, thumbs up. Chelsea, I had to leave to get my sweetie a snack. He's a bit spoiled. Haha. His snack this evening is a bowl of grapes. A bowl of grapes.
Oh.
What is he, a monkey?
Chelsea.
Healthy folks over here. Get the boy a bowl of something.
I
Something
bet
with
he'd
some
rather have
sustenance.
some Doritos or something.
Yeah. Hidden Spring Farm. Molly, my old English sheepdog puppy, won't ever leave my side. Now,
Oh yeah,
That's-
I've
yeah.
seen your sheepdog.
Yeah. Yeah, she's good. That's nice. And I got one outside, Ruby. She's a 5 years old?
Yeah.
5-year-old blue tick, purebred blue tick. And wherever I'm at outside, she's out. She's there with me. So, and don't you love that though? When you just have a dog that just stays right with you. They're so loyal. They really are.
Yeah, men's best friend.
Yeah. Bird Dasher, how many layers of clothes did you have on while putting up the doors? Joni looked like an Eskimo.
I know. Well, I'll tell you the thing on that, Bert, is those
Oh, that's
Carhartt,
funny.
those Carhartt coveralls that I have, they're too big for me.
And they're really heavily insulated.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the warmth because I like being warm. I hate to be cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watch videos after, and Tony would be like, Joni.
She puts so many clothes on. No, I layer up, you know, and so, you know, I have vests and sweaters and all that stuff.
I do need to get some stuff that fits me.
Yeah. I told her the other day, we were watching the video and I said, we got to get you some clothes that fit.
But the thing is, those Carhartts, which I love, I called a couple of stores around here and they're sold out.
A
And
pair of Carhartts. You talk about pricey.
They don't know when they're going to get more.
Carhartts up here to go buy a pair of just coveralls, okay? Insulated coveralls.
Mhm.
You're going to spend $250.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So,
Yeah.
you know, anyway, we're just going to buy it. We're going to grow some sheep, get our own wool, and then we're going to make our own clothes.
There you go. Well, you said in the last video you don't knit. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I don't knit.
Some of you folks caught that little joke.
Yeah. Hidden Spring Farm and the grocery chains make billions of dollars every year. They sure do. They sure do. And with this COVID stuff, they said that they would not raise their prices over 30% and felt like they were doing us a favor.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can say that and sleep at night. Anyway,
Yeah.
Bird Dasher, Rebecca, stay like you. He was raised. I was in the military before I ate green beans at a can that I didn't have to
Yes.
snap.
That's so cool. I remember reading that.
Yeah, I remember that
You
too.
commented that
Yeah,
before.
for sure.
That's so neat to be able to say that. So many people can't say that today.
Mr. Willie 95. A guy was at church worship services and someone asked how he keeps his marriage going. He said they live separate homes. I don't know how that's working.
Oh my.
Becky C, I admire Canadians. I watch Hidden Spring Farm and your cousins as well. And you Canadians are hardy stock.
That is true, Becky,
Yeah.
because I know just all the years that we were gone, our first winter back, especially, you know, we're full-blooded Canadian, lived here 30 some years before we left. And, but it stood out to me what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't mind the cold.
They just get out and go, and
that's
they
it.
do, because I mean, if you just stayed home waiting for nice weather, well,
May never come.
you're
Not in
gonna
the
be waiting.
wintertime, anyway.
Not in the winter. Yeah.
From October on through to March, you never know what your weather's going to be.
Yeah.
It's just, you get up and you just, no matter what it is, unless it's a full-on blizzard or raining cats and dogs.
We need to ask them. We got a little fun little thing for you guys to.
Yeah. What's different in the room tonight?
Yeah. What's different in the room for you guys
Yeah,
who have
what's
been
different?
here every live?
Where are we at here? Jessie, she learned her attention needs from you, Tony. She probably did. I'm telling you.
Aw.
That's just the way it is. I need her to look after me good, you know?
I'll tell you, we love you guys making jokes and
Oh, for sure.
having fun. And,
if you haven't
we
noticed.
can tell, even though we've not officially met.
Yeah.
We're learning.
If you haven't noticed, we like to laugh.
We do, and we're learning the personalities.
Probably gets annoying to some people, but hey, I don't care. I like to laugh.
Life is too serious, right?
Jonathan Frayne, how's the solar power research going? It's going good. I think I've figured out what I need, and so now it's a matter of trying to track down different parts and pieces. But again, right now our focus is so on the sugar maple season right now that I've kind of laid everything else to the side right now. But it's a go for sure, and I'm hoping that it'll happen this year. So that's where we're at with that. Rebecca, I am one of 5 kids. We actually just sold our last 100 acres in southern Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Your last 100. So how many did you have, Rebecca?
Yeah.
You
Illinois.
could tell some stories, I'm sure.
1 of 5 on a big farm. Bruce Swope, food is pricey, but since I only go to the mailbox in Kroger, the extra cost is for my entertainment.
Kroger. Now that's a name I've not seen in a while.
Haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky C. Hidden Springs Farm. Good to hear. Thanks. How big is Molly now? Okay. Bruce Swope, cowboy hat.
That is right.
There
you know
go.
what? We're making it too easy, aren't we? I mean, look.
All right. Well. The truth is, there's actually two
there's
different
a couple
things
different. Yeah.
The cowboy hat is one.
That is one.
There's one other little item. Let's see if you can spot it. The cowboy hat. Chelsea got it. Becky got it. Mr. Willie, I love the Canada accent, and Pamela Anderson and the CFL.
I didn't know Pam Anderson was Canadian.
I bet you there's a couple reasons you like Pam Anderson.
No. Oh, you'd be nice. Did you know
I am nice. Canadian? I think so. I don't know.
She must be. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mr. Willie, you got to behave now, okay? You get me going here. No. Jonathan Frayne, cowboy hat. You got it. Jesse, cowboy hat. Yeah. Hidden Spring Farm. Becky, see, she's okay. That's the Becky. Jonathan, is wind power not possible? Jonathan, it is possible, and that's something we're going to look into as well. Matter of fact, that is planned. That's part of the off-grid plan that we have, so that we can, harness the wind, because the wind blows here a lot.
Oh, almost every day.
All the time. Bert Dasher, where'd we go? Your cold weather, hardy stock Canadians would suffer in the heat and humidity of South Carolina in August.
Not me.
Not like chocolate. I know in Joplin, Missouri, when we lived there, it was so hot. The humidity there was crazy. And there would be days I'd come in, I'd shower 3 times a day just because it was so hot. But I guess your blood thins out. You get used to it or something.
I loved it.
Yeah, she loved it. Not me.
I am just like a lizard. I'll just find a sunny spot, and I love to be warm.
Bert, Rebecca is mentioning to Bert that I have my first non-handmade coat at 13 years of age.
Wow, that's so awesome.
I remember for me, we had no running water in our home till I was 12. We went and dipped it out of the well and carried it back to the house, dumped it into the pots to warm on the stove, the wood stove, and then the wood stove itself had a water heating thing on the end of it, and that was the water. Yep. I remember that. I remember when we finally got running water in the house, and it was cold water. It wasn't hot, just cold water. Mm-hmm. We were married before I put the hot water in there for them. Let me see.
They're trying to guess. They're trying to guess the other
Chelsea
thing.
Stoddard, your wooden chain thing. No, that's
No?
not it.
See, Chelsea, you've missed a
You've
few
missed a
lives.
few.
So
Let me see. 2 for sure, Rebecca. Bert Dasher, my mama made our clothes growing up too. We got store-bought clothes at Christmas, and that was about it. Yeah, that was back in the day, wasn't it,
Yep.
Bert? Bert Dasher. I remember the highlights. I've told this story so many times to our kids and stuff. But in the springtime, our highlight was to go to the co-op store and get a new pair of gum rubber boots. And we thought when you had a new pair of gum rubber boots, well, then you rolled the tops down, and that made you just look really, really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And then in the fall, going back to school, we got a pair of canvas sneakers, and that was the highlight of the school, going back with brand new canvas sneakers. So Chelsea Stoddard, the photo above the piano should be closer to the camera.
Because you're in it.
That's because you're in it.
She's right. That's a picture of our girls.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you want me to bring it over and show them?
Roy Clemo, Pam is from Vancouver, BC.
Okay.
All right. Well, they get a lot of rain, but warmer temperatures, I hear.
Yep.
Hidden Spring Farm, I'm going to start screenshotting these lives.
That's a good idea. Actually, we've been talking about we'd like to just make it a fun little thing.
Yeah, just take a screenshot and compare it. There you go. That's a good idea right there.
That is a good idea.
Let me see. Picture over Tony's left shoulder.
Well,
you're right.
You're warm, right?
Which picture?
A little more specific.
There's 3 over my shoulder. Tell me which one.
This is like that I Spy game, right? We used to play as kids.
Rebecca, interesting point. Wind turbines are not recyclable. No, we're just like with the wind here, because the way it blows, we could generate, so much wind energy. It's crazy. It really is. So, but we'll see what happens. Jonathan Frayne, you get better power generation from wind than solar. Cost per megawatt produced is significantly lower. That's what everyone's saying. And honestly, I think it's easier to set up wind, than it is to set up the solar.
So does he have wind?
Yeah, do you have solar or wind turbine or anything like that, Jonathan? Roy Clemo, same here. The only time we had running water is when you ran to the well to get it.
I remember hearing my dad say that.
That's the truth of it. Then the wintertime, you have to take an axe and cut down through the well.
Yeah.
The ice, a big enough hole to get the bucket down. It was awful.
And before running water, and where they had, of course, you had your outhouse.
Well, sitting in the outhouse in wintertime, you didn't sit there and read the magazine. You used it for toilet paper.
And then they had they had the chamber pot, right?
Yeah.
For the nighttime. Thankfully, I never had to live during those times, but I remember hearing the stories.
Chelsea, I remember one time growing up, our mom told us that if we worked really hard on our homework, we would get a surprise.
She's awful.
The surprise was a new trash can. What a day to be alive.
Oh, but Chelsea, you're not really.
Oh my, you're funny.
She is funny.
Brian, hey Brian, how's the sugar maple stuff going? You're wearing a different hat. He says, I am. This was a gift from all the way from South Carolina, from Bert Dasher, and we appreciate it so much. Yes. Love the hat. Just love it. Looks like I'm wearing it sideways. Maybe I tip my head this way. Let me see. Oh, we'll put it this way. There we go. Got to get it right.
What's it say on the side? You need to take it off and turn
88.
it all around and let them see.
Number 88. Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Bert Dasher, it was a treat for us to go to town because it was rare that we went. Our Baptist church was built in a cow pasture up on a hill. Yes, sir. You know what? So many of those churches were built up on hills. And back then, they built that church up high to overlook, the valley or overlook the community. And people always looked up to the church, looked up to the cross, looked up to go to church. And it held such a significance for sure.
Right.
Let me see here. Mr. Willie, he's still on Pam Anderson. She was discovered by a Canada beer company on camera at a CFL game. Okay. Well, I did not know that. Didn't know that at all. A little piece of trivia. Becky C. on a phone call, only C2, the bottom one. The bottom one, I think you've got it, Becky.
Oh, she's watching on a phone.
Yeah.
That's what she means.
Yeah, I think you've got it. You are right. I'll give that one to you. I don't know if I can point to it or not. No, wrong shoulder. It is right. Oh. I can't get this to work.
I will go get
That's
it.
my ear right there.
And I'll show you
It's right
what
there.
it says. It's really cute.
Yeah.
I bought this for Tony years ago. See?
What's it say? I'd give up chocolate, but I'm no quitter. That's the other change over there.
A
So
cute little boy, this
Yeah.
that
Jonathan Frayne, UK is world leader in wind power. We have the world's top 3 offshore wind farms. Offshore wind farms. So that's interesting. I'll have to look some of that up.
wow.
Brian, and the pick or whatever, it is right next to Tony's head. You got it,
Yep.
Brian. You're the second one.
You
Rebecca,
guys are sharp.
you're sharp like a tack.
Sharp as a tack.
Rebecca, we're laughing at Chelsea. Bruce, I'm 71, so when I tell the story about walking to catch the school bus, the snow now is up to my elbows. I hear you. I hear you. We used to have snow like that here in Canada where we live.
Yep,
I
us
can
too.
remember snow drifts so high, and you'd stand on the top of the snow where the plow would plow it up, and you could touch the bottom wires on the telephone poles.
Yeah.
But now we don't see anything like that anymore. Chelsea says, Rebecca, oh, I've got stories to tell. And she does.
She does.
Jesse, the wooden hook is turned different from last time. It could be because
It could be.
she cleaned it. So if that is the case, then that's true.
So that
And let me
very
tell you a
well
little
could
something.
be.
Let me tell you a little something about that wooden chain right up here.
Yeah.
That chain was hand carved out of an alder, just a small alder tree. And a gentleman, he was about 80, 90 years old, something like that. And he lived down in Digby, Nova Scotia. And he took his time and he carved that wooden chain, every single link of that chain until each one let go. And then he gave that to me. So that is an incredible, the man is passed on long ago, but I keep that chain. It's just a great gift that he gave me. It
It's
was
all
incredible.
one piece.
It's all one piece.
Yeah.
All was one tree. And he whittled that and
Yep.
whittled that and spent time whittling each link. And
We've-
each link moves around just
Yep.
like a regular log chain.
Yeah. It is
Yep.
very cool. Very cool. It's a conversation piece.
Brian says, I don't tap sugar maples. You don't tap sugar maples?
Oh.
All red maples and birch trees. Okay.
And birch.
And birch. How do you find the birch sap? What kind of flavor does that give you, Brian?
Does that give?
Becky C. My birthday presents were new sheets or towels every other year. Grateful now. Oh, grateful now. I see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember those gifts. And back then you got one gift and it's usually, something that was handmade, or sometimes it was hand-me-downs. You never know.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Bert Dasher, Pam Anderson married her bodyguard yesterday. So you're out of luck, Mr. Willie. I did not hear that. How many does that make for her?
Wow.
Husband wise. Becky C. Cute Black. Thank you. Hidden Spring Farm. Bert Dasher. Yeah, I heard that today. Well, cheer up, guys. Oh my. Yeah. Like Liz Taylor always said, this too shall pass. It'll be another one.
Meaning her husband.
Her husband's.
Remember, my dad used to say, Liz Taylor, to quote Liz Taylor, she says, I won't keep you long.
Yeah. Honestly, Jesse, 88 was for Des Bryant. Okay. Des Bryant's playing for, who's Des Bryant playing for? I've seen him playing the other day. Who is that he's playing for? Mr. Willie 95. A guy saw off a part of the van at my church.
What?
Okay.
Is this for real?
I don't know if that's for real. That's a joke.
To be funny again.
Chelsea, what a nice little gift that chain is. He.
Chelsea's very punished.
She's
Just
very
like her-
punny.
like her dad.
Chelsea's punny. Nice whittle gift. That is a nice whittle gift. That chain is for sure. Jonathan, incredible craftsmanship. It is. Here, let me Let me just pull it down here. I'll show you.
We've actually been waiting to see if it caught anybody's attention, and all we just have had it up there for all these past live streams, and we waited to see if anybody would.
This is so cool. And this is all wood. And look, every link.
Yeah, there's the two. Every
link. It moves. Everyone is free of the other. And he did that by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Took him hours to do it.
Yep.
But
it's quite long too.
Yeah. And then the hook, I don't know how he ever did it, but he did it. And he got it here, whittled that free until it came loose there. And then on the other end, right there. So incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the wooden chain.
Yeah.
For sure. What'd I miss?
Becky says that man must have been patient beyond belief.
Well, you know what? He was quite old, and he had a dairy farm. Chelsea, you'll know who it is. It was Mrs. Danuke.
Is her husband?
One of your old school teachers. It was her father that made that for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ryan, birch is only 5% sugar, gives more tangy vinaigrette flavor, like you probably never tasted, more for barbecue marinade or base than pancakes.
For
Hard
marinades,
to make it. Okay. Well, yeah,
that's interesting.
I know different people have mentioned birch
Mm-hmm.
syrup, but I've never made it. I don't think I've never tasted it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what country is the birthplace of basketball? And my last comment about my church? Did you? Yeah,
we did, Mr. Willie, about the man chopping up the van. You said
the guy saw the square off a part of the van at my church. I did see that, Mr. Willie, and you kind of lost me there.
Yeah, we weren't sure what had happened.
Yeah, Mr. Willie, what country is the birthplace of basketball? I'm not sure. Well, maybe it's the U.S. I know. I went to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Indiana.
Yes, there's one in Connecticut.
Yeah, there's one in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because when you drive by on the interstate,
you see it there off the highway.
The great big lit up basketball. Mm-hmm.
Bert Dasher, have him carve the tow truck that goes with it. Well,
that would be neat.
If he calls me with a tow truck, I don't know what I do, because he's been gone for a lot of years. So, but I'm sure he's got lots of time to whittle now.
Mm-hmm.
So the chain, Brian says, let me see here. Back up. Jesse, he plays now with the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. I knew I seen him somewheres. Brian, so the chain was like one long piece of wood. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. And there's no way to take it apart then? No, not unless you break it.
Mm-hmm.
It was all one long piece of alder wood.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's no breaks in it anywhere. It's not glued together. Nothing. It's all one long piece. It's incredible. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea says, oh, Mrs. Danuke, she was a patient woman with this wild child. That's the truth.
That was you,
I think
Chelsea.
I was the only kindergartner in detention on a weekly basis.
Yep.
Yeah, we kind of agree with that. Probably, yeah. Roy, I have heard it takes 60% more sap to make birch syrup than maple syrup. Canada is the birthplace of basketball. Okay. I did not know that. I did not know that at all.
I didn't know that either.
That's interesting.
Huh.
Becky, KU is the home. Okay.
Canada is the birthplace of hockey, isn't it?
Yeah, hockey.
Actually, isn't it right down here?
What? In Nova Scotia?
But we see something on a sign when we're traveling.
No, that's just for the Atlantic provinces.
Okay.
Stewiacke is what you're thinking of. But no. Let me see. Chelsea Stoddard still pulled a 180 and got Mrs. Manners Award the next year. We serve a prayer answering God. I'm sure the teacher felt the same way.
Oh, Chelsea, you're funny.
Oh my. Mr. Willie 95. I'm not joking. He drove by my church and crawled under the bus and
So-
saw the part, and my pastor saw the guy on camera.
My goodness.
Isn't that crazy? So he stops by the church, crawls under the church van, cuts a piece off, and takes it.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
So, is he being charged? Hopefully.
Surviving Maine on a 20-acre farm. Good evening.
Good evening.
Glad to have you with us.
Yes.
Just came up from the shop and working on a farm all cub. Okay. How's that going?
Right.
Rebuild or just doing some maintenance?
You have lots of projects, and,
Yes, he
and
does.
I saw your weather station video that you just got.
Becky C., great documentary on YouTube about alumni getting the original rules back to KU. That would be interesting. I'll have to look that up.
You love documentaries.
Yep, I sure do. Mr. Whaley 95. Shame on you, Tony. It is Canada. The guy who invented basketball is from Canada. Well, what can I say? I didn't
You used
know.
to play basketball.
Oh, I did too. I played basketball and hockey. But
You got the Hustle Award.
no. Well, can I say? I was fast. I'll tell you, getting those water bottles for those guys. So no.
Years ago, before I knew him.
Yeah, a long time ago. I thought, Jonathan Frayne, I thought hockey was invented in the Scandinavian regions.
I was wondering, I was wondering that
It could
too.
have been.
It could
I'm not
be.
sure, but that's a good question.
Somebody has to Google
Where
that.
was hockey first played,
Maybe
invented,
probably in
whatever?
Russia,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know. Brian, yes, Roy, sometimes more. You can still use RO. Oh, still take it to the same density as maple, but you can't heat the sap over 200 or it's ruined. Scorch is a different sugar. I see.
Okay.
Surviving Maine, final dry rebuild. Okay, well,
Mhm.
that's going to take you a little bit of time. Jesse and Lisa, does Joni ever make a dish called poutine?
Yeah, we do.
We sure do. If you like poutine, it's so good.
Yeah.
French fries, gravy, cheese curds.
Mhm.
That's where we're eating our curds and whey.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure all the Canadians that are here on
Yeah.
the chat. I know.
Any Canadian knows
I know our
poutine.
daughter Chelsea. She would make it,
Yeah.
and
It's
who else?
Very
Is
delicious.
here tonight.
Just us, dear.
No. That's...
Poor thing. She's seeing people in the living room that aren't there.
No, there's the guy from Moncton. What's his name?
Tom would
Tom,
know.
you guys make poutine at home? I'm sure you do.
And most Canadians know what poutine is,
Yeah,
and
it is good.
very, very good. We stopped at a little side the road food truck bus thing a month or two ago, and they had the best poutine we've eaten in a long time.
Yeah.
It was really good. Great big order. It was like $7 or something, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. So, but yeah, poutine. Let me know if you ever had any of that stuff. Chelsea, as soon as Dad's shoulder is 100%, I challenge Zach and Dad to a one-on-one hockey game. I'll pay money to see who wins. I'll cheer for both sides. Well,
she's trying to get something going.
I'll tell you what, Chels. I'll pick him up, carry him under my shoulder, take the puck, and put it in his net.
Now, Chelsea's boyfriend, Zach, who she's talking about, he's a
very good hockey player.
And Tony played hockey years ago.
Many years ago.
He still has his skates,
Yes.
don't you?
To look at. They're looking for the guy right now,
Oh.
Mr. Willie said. Well, I hope they catch him.
I hope they do.
He'll be exhausted
Here.
if that's what he cut off.
So Jonathan wants to know if you got a chance to check out the rugby league.
I have not. I'll be honest, Jonathan. I've been not feeling well for a week, so I've just been kind of laying around doing nothing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I have watched rugby, like I said the other day there, and I will check them out. I
Well,
promise
Zach
you I'll
is
do
on
that.
here, and Zach, you probably have checked out rugby, have you? You can reply to that.
Rebecca's got to run. We'll see you,
Oh,
Rebecca.
Good night, Rebecca. Thank you
Take
so much
care.
for being here.
Yes, we've never met you face to face, but you feel like family to us.
Well,
so
they all do.
everybody
They all
does.
do.
You take care, Rebecca. If you got to go to work, be safe.
Mhm.
Whatever, just take it easy, and God bless you. And we'll see you on the next one. Zach Long, hockey was first played in England. Was you there, Zach?
Uh-huh.
Just curious. Just
He
kidding.
was there drinking his Pepsi.
Yeah. Hockey was first played in England. Good thing you got a
Wow.
phone that knows how to Google.
Yeah. Can learn a lot.
Becky. Okay, we're both wrong. A Canadian living in Springfield, Mass. invented it and became KU's first coach. Okay.
Springfield, Massachusetts. Okay, I said Connecticut. That's where the Hall of Fame thing is,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
museum.
Well, that's interesting as well. So.
Yeah.
Jonathan Frame, Zach Long. That hockey isn't on ice. Different type of hockey. Okay, there we go. Rebecca, you too. All righty. Take care.
Good night, Rebecca.
Night. Zach Long, for a guy that's been playing hockey all of his life, can't believe I got that wrong.
Oh.
Well, Zach.
Yeah,
well,
Zach.
You live and learn something new every day.
Because you started when you were what? How old? Like
But Zach.
3 or 4 years old. You were on skates. You told us.
Zach, you're learning, grasshopper. You're learning.
Chelsea feels like
Chelsea
she's part
says,
of the
I feel
family.
like, yeah. I'm pretty sure you are.
Just being sarcastic.
Tony, did you play when the nets were lower? I played when they're at 5 feet. Thank you. Actually, back in the day, Jesse, I could run. I ran track and field, and
well, let's ask
all
Jesse.
that.
Let's ask Jesse how tall he thinks you are.
Yeah, how tall do you think I am?
You know, I mean, they have no idea. We've never discussed this. They just see us out around, and we're kind of close to the same height.
Tall.
So I could be a really tall
lady. Let me sit up here. Here we go. I'm slouching. Let me see.
Let's talk about pretend.
We missed a bunch. Yeah, Zach Long started skating when I was 2 and started playing when I was
really
5.
young.
So you've been playing for what 7 years? No, just kidding, Zach.
A lot of years.
Fun night. We got to go. Take care. Okay, Becky.
Good night,
you take care of
Becky.
yourself. We'll see you on the next
Thank
one.
you.
Thanks for watching. Jesse, I think the poutine would be great with maple syrup instead of gravy. I don't know. That'd be a lot of sticky. That'd be a lot of maple syrup right there. But hey, try it.
You never know.
You might start a new trend. Could go big. Give it a try. Tom Fillmore, the best poutine I ever had was at the Double C truck stop in Glenholm, Nova Scotia. Yeah, they got a lot of food there. That's for sure. The Glenholm Loop.
Glenholm Loop.
Chelsea, please don't tell people my boyfriend is 12 years old. I didn't. Come on. He's 15. No, he's not. He's older than that. He's older. He's older. He's a young man. He's fine.
So Mr. Willie says that James, can't see that last name clearly.
James Naismith was a Canada American
who invented basketball.
Okay.
He invented it.
Well, there you go.
I suppose everything had to be invented.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it did.
At some time or another.
Now, did he invent the game or the ball they play the game with? Well, there's a good question.
Or maybe both.
Because
before there was a game, there had to be the ball.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I would say they had to have the basketball.
Brian, how's the RO build and wood hauling going? We've just finished up all the wood. We've got probably 3.5, 4 cord down there now. Mm-hmm. It's not split, but it is down there junked up, so that's good. So the RO system, slow. Haven't really had a lot of time to spend on that right now. I'm just trying to get the wood because we had a big snowstorm coming. So it pushed us really hard to get all the wood down. Mm-hmm. And we made it by one day.
Yep, we did.
So that was good.
Just got it all under cover.
But we're going to get there for sure, Brian. Mr. Willie, Tony is 5'9". Joni is 5'10". All right. So what?
Oh, that's funny. Actually, I know. I am not that tall.
I'm 5'8", and she's about 5'4".
Yep. Something
like that. But if I wear my heels, I'm just kidding.
And honestly, to be fair, you when you see us outside, I mean, our ground here is not level at all. What is so funny?
Jesse, I tossed and turned last night. I dreamt I was a muffler. When I awoke, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Jesse. Chelsea, well, got to head out for the night. 5:45 comes early.
We've been on here a long time.
Love you, parents. Well, we love you too, Chelsea.
Thank you for joining us.
Night. Thanks for coming on. Night, Zach. Surviving Maine, 20-acre farm. How many taps do you guys do? We're going to do right around 300 this year. So it's yeah, it'll be a lot. But we've got really big trees. We'll put 5-6 taps in some of the trees. So Jesse,
These comments.
Jesse, he says I'm 5'11". Jonathan,
Oh.
if you stop carrying washing machines, you could be 6 foot.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Oh my! Oh, I haven't carried any in a while, so it's all good.
Not washing machines.
Yeah.
We'll just leave that.
Yeah, I haven't carried a lot of anything since my shoulder, but it's getting better.
So you're going to tell Jesse how tall you are? Because they have been.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I'm 5'8". You're 5'4". Remember?
But you're 5'9".
No, that was your other husband.
Oh, stop! And had another husband.
Oh heavens!
Oh. So, what do you guys think about this Thursday night thing?
Yeah, Thursday night. Is it
This
working?
was just for the moment. But we have been wanting to try some other nights just to see.
Yeah, trying to get our numbers up, trying to get thumbs up, more interest and all that stuff.
We really did like the Saturday.
But it's Saturday night hockey
But
night
that's
Canada,
it, right?
And we really didn't want to
And
compete. Well, you can't compete with that.
Hockey's on till what, May? I guess Zach said.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's on till the playoffs, so
Yeah.
that's the way it goes.
It's on.
Well, hey everybody, it is 10:15, and I can't believe it was 8:30 when we started this.
Well, for
Oh,
Jonathan in the UK.
Thursday's good for you. All right, Jonathan. Well, we'll try it again on another Thursday night, maybe. I like Thursday nights. It works good.
Yeah.
And if it's good for everybody else, then we'll try Thursday nights for a bit. And so, hey, everybody, we're going to sign off. We want to thank everybody.
Yes, thank you. It's been fun, as always.
As always, it's always fun.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody that supports us, supports our channel.
Yeah.
And again, we're 388 watch hours away from, the 4,000 we need. Brian says, doesn't matter to me. I have to remember you're 2 hours ahead. Okay. It's 2:16 there, Jonathan said.
Yeah,
wow.
I know.
Yeah, he's up. One thing about being a farmer all days are the same, and good night.
Yes,
That's
and
the
Tom
truth.
is right. It's Windsor, Nova Scotia. I couldn't remember the
Windsor,
place
okay.
that we drive by.
Tom, Windsor, Nova Scotia, not
Hockey's
running for hockey's birthplace. They had a sign one time, Hockeyville.
Yeah.
That works for me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the sign that I see.
Roy says Monday's good, Thursday's good. A few good watch hours tonight. Good night, you two. Good night, Roy.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
We love everybody. Thank you, everybody, for always supporting us so well.
Yes.
And thank you for when I was not feeling well. You checked in on me. That meant a lot to me.
It did.
And we appreciate that. New video coming up just as soon as we can. I've got all the footage. I just need to get it. Just got to get it edited and put together, and then put up on the channel. And if you can watch it, everybody go and watch it. Watch the whole thing so that we need to get these 388 hours
We're
knocked out.
out.
And we appreciate everybody that's helping us.
And Bert says, enjoy your hat.
I'm going to enjoy the cap. Thank you so much, Bert. Appreciate it. Yeah. Really do, man. Really perfect hat. Love it. Bert, you can't see my chat. Let me see. I seen.
Enjoy that.
I see you. You said enjoy the cap,
did
Bert.
We skip something way
you
back?
can't see my chat.
You're not
question.
seeing my chat. So what did we say that we're missing?
I don't know. What did you say that we're missing, Bert? Let me scroll back for a second.
To the top there. What did he say?
Let me see.
Good night, Tony and Joni. Stay healthy.
Okay.
Yep.
Good night, Tony and Joni. Stay healthy. Enjoy the cap. Thank you, Bert.
Good night.
I just caught that. It rolled up there on me.
Yeah.
My apologies. Thank you so much. And I love the hat. I really do.
Yeah.
It's one of the nicest hats I ever had. I love it.
It is very nice.
And it's the right color. It's the right number. Perfect. All right. We'll stay healthy. We'll do our best. Everyone stay safe.
Yes.
Everyone enjoy the rest of the week and look for our video. I hope to have it up tomorrow sometime.
Well, when are we going to do the next live stream?
The next live stream, we'll let everybody know, but we'll probably try Thursday nights for a bit just to see if, see if the numbers climb a bit more and see what happens. But, whatever works for everybody. So take care. We're out. See you on the
night.
next video, everybody.
Be safe.
Be safe. God bless. Over and out.